Hey guys, it's Amy with Lily Bean Designs. How's everybody doing tonight? All right, I'm just getting everything set up and getting paint colors pulled and all of that. So you guys, if you're coming in, say hey and tell me where you're watching from tonight. All right, let's see. Let me get your comments up here. Oh, thank you, Christina. She says she loves my shirt. Thank you. All right, so I just want to make sure everything's working. I'm already seeing that I'm missing, let me just get this over where y'all can see it, that I'm missing a piece of my grass. So I don't know if I dropped it on the floor. Hold on one second. Let me grab it. It's probably sitting in here. All right, I do not know what happened to it. It must have fallen on the floor. That is so weird. There's another little piece of grass that goes right here on the other side of the bunny. And I've had this cut out for like days for y'all. So I don't know what happened to it. That is so bizarre. This is just my luck all the time. I mean, just always, right? That's okay. All right, well, you can get the general gist of it. There's going to be another little piece of grass over here on the side of this. Okay, so let me know if y'all can hear me okay and if you can see me okay and all of that. And let me hide that banner. Okay. Hello, Carly. Hello, Christina. Hey, Shannon. Okay, thank y'all for joining me. So tonight, I'm going to make a really fun project with y'all, but I also wanted to talk with you about SVG Clubhouse. Because as you know, this week Clubhouse is open, the doors are open, and we are accepting new members. So if you're not familiar with what Clubhouse is, this is SVG Clubhouse, I should say, not just Clubhouse. Hey Ria, how are you? So SVG Clubhouse is a membership group that I started that you get, let me move these over here so I can't hear myself echoing. You get 4 of my files every month as a club member, and the files are exclusive to the club. They're not for sale on my Etsy shop. You can't buy them anywhere else. They are exclusive to the club, and you have like commercial use. You get marketing photos. You can sell blanks. You can sell finished products. And every month you get 4 different projects, and the projects are always you get a shaker file, and then you get a tiered tray, and then you get either a door hanger or a wall hanger. And then the 4th thing is always like something fun and different, like a banner or a shelf sitter, or just like something fun that we've all kind of been, talking about that's trending. Hey, Kay, how are you? It's so you. Hey, Sin, how are you? So you guys that are coming in, if anybody's already in Clubhouse, please comment and tell me that you have already joined, because I do see at least one person who's already joined that's watching right now, that's commented. So so every month you projects, but you also get, honestly, it's never just 4 projects. Like you usually get more than 4 projects. I usually throw in some bonuses. So because this week is the week that we are open for new members, we have all kinds of fun bonuses. So we have 6 bonuses that are available all week. 5 of them are files. And then one of them is a Canva tutorial. So if you're not familiar with Canva, it's a photo editing site for creatives that will help you to make eye-catching photos for your social media posts, your Facebook page, Instagram, just anything, your Etsy listings. If you're looking for some help to create more eye-catching photos, my good friend Kara has put together a tutorial for you about Canva, and she has generously provided that as one of the bonuses this week. So yesterday was the first day that we were open, and we got a lot of new members, which I'm really excited about. Hey, Jenny. Hey, Shannon and Karen and Sarah. Yay, guys. I'm so glad you guys joined. So we're already having so much fun in there, right, guys? But this week we have bonuses available. So yesterday, the first day, if you joined, you got all the bonuses for the week. Tonight, we're down one bonus that went away yesterday, but we still have all the remaining bonuses for this week. So if you join today, you get all the rest of the bonuses. And this is one of the bonus projects that you get this week for joining. So these are some door tags, and I've cut these at a Glowforge size that will fit perfectly in a Glowforge bed. So I try to make all the projects, I do make all the projects so that they will fit in a Glowforge bed if you do not have the pass-through door. So for instance, if it's a door hanger or a wall hanger, then I will give it to you in two different sizes. So you'll get a size that's like 11 inches if it's a round, circle project. You'll get it at 11 inches because, you can't cut over that unless you have a pass-through door. And then you'll get the second version, which is generally, like my door hangers, generally I do 18 inches. So I'll give you the second size that's the bigger size. And that way you can make a bigger one if you want. But if you are familiar with resizing your projects, which a lot of y'all are, and if you haven't learned how to resize your projects, I highly recommend that you do learn how to do that, because that will make your files go that much further. You'll be able to do so much more with all the files that you get. So you can resize them and do, lots of different things with every file that you purchase. So Vanessa says she's going to try the 18-inch next time. You're scared to use the pass-through. Don't be scared. The pass-through, on my lathes, use the pass-through all the time. I mean, I almost never close it. I almost never put the little door back on because I just use it all the time. And once you figure it out, it's really not scary at all. You can do so much with your machine that way. So thank you all you guys who have joined. Okay, so we're going to get started on this, and I've been trying to rack my brain today to figure out what color scheme I want to do. So let me set one of these aside. And I know the second that I get done, I'm going to find this little piece of grass. So this is one of the door hangers. Let me put it in the screen so you can see it. Okay, so down here, this fits together perfectly like a puzzle, and this is what I'm talking about here. There's another little piece of grass that goes right here on the side. And of course, it has just completely disappeared here at the very last second. And I mean, that's just, par for the course with my luck this week. It's just been one of those weeks so far, and it's only Tuesday. But that's all right. So we got everything else we need. I'm going to go ahead and do the back first. Now, y'all know I love some whiteboard, and I'm going to paint the back of this white, and I did not use whiteboard. So we are going to go ahead and get some white chalk paint out and slap some white paint on here. All right. See. So thank you. I appreciate that. She has a Glowforge Plus. Yes. If you, let me get a bigger brush. There we go. All right. So this is just some white. I might just pour a little bit on here, honestly, because I'm going to need quite a bit. This is just white chalk paint, you guys. It doesn't matter what brand of white chalk paint you use. This one is Home Decor brand. I use Waverly white chalk paint from Walmart all the time. This one from Amazon does just fine. I think you can also buy this Home Decor. I think it's Folk Art Home Decor from Joanne as well. I may have gotten a little too generous with my white paint. I might have to put some of that back in the jar. Let's see. Vanessa's asking, does it line up properly? So my Glowforge hasn't gotten here yet, Vanessa. I'm waiting on my Glowforge. I have a Thunder laser, and it is definitely with all lasers, it is possible to line it up. You just have to learn the trick with your machine to get it to line up for you. And once you learn it, then you've got it. And it'll just become like second nature. So you can get lots of bigger projects cut out. Alicia, yes, a white chalk paint is thicker, and it goes on sometimes in one coat, sometimes 2 coats, but I'm just going to do 1 coat tonight because I'm live and I don't want y'all to sit here and watch me paint white paint for 2 hours because that would be really, really boring. So we're just going to do 1 coat. And I like to say that if it's not perfect, that it looks rustic, right? Because we're going for like a farmhouse. I'm trying to get some of these streaks off here. I don't even know if y'all can see them or not. But we're going for like a farmhouse look. So a few streaks and a not so solid background is just fine for this kind of project. All right. So yeah, I typically, when I use white paint, I don't even think I own regular white acrylic paint. I did, but I typically go for the white chalk paint because it's nice and thick. And if you find that you have a lot of streaks, you can use a bigger brush and you can dip your brush in water at the end and re-wet it and then just do some long strokes back and forth, and that will help to eliminate some of that streak, that streaky look. Okay, so that is good for now. Let me set this aside. Okay, and then let's do the back of this one. Okay, so the back of this one, I'm trying to keep my pieces separate here. Let me make a little pile. The back of this tag, we're going to do in a stained look. And if you guys are familiar with my cheater method for staining, we're going to do that. Try not to lose any pieces here, any more pieces. Our little carrots. Let's put this over here. There we go. Okay, so yes, so farmhouse style is still in, I do believe. It's time consuming, so be patient, Terry says, talking about the pass-through door. It can be a little time consuming to learn. All right, I'm looking for a dark brown. Where's my dark brown? Here we go. All right, so use Deco Art. I'm actually looking for espresso. Where did my espresso go? I had a darker brown color, and I don't see it. It's probably like right in front of me somewhere on my desk. That's okay. We'll use this one. This one is milk chocolate, but I usually use espresso for this. This might give us like a little bit of a lighter wood finish. All right, so what I'm going to do is take a nice wet brush and I'm going to just get my paint a little bit diluted. And Sin says, do you sand before painting? Sometimes I do. It depends if I feel like it needs it. Sometimes I'll paint and then I'll sand a little bit and then I'll put another coat of paint on. All right, let's see how the shade is going to look. Yeah, I think that's going to be just fine. It's going to be a little bit of a lighter color here. So what we're going for is just a lighter, like a little bit of a diluted paint. So it's a little thinner, it goes on quicker, and we don't want it to be a solid finish because I'm actually going to take a baby wipe here in a minute and I'm going to wipe some of it off. And I'm working kind of quickly because I don't want it to dry. I want to be able to wipe it off. Heather, that is so funny. She says she likes my shirt, but chickens scare her. That's hilarious. Chickens don't scare me, but my father-in-law has a goose that scares me. That goose is crazy. She'll chase you down. Okay, so we've got some brown on there. And then I'm just going to grab a baby white. Yeah, Vanessa, this is maple. Sorry, I didn't tell y'all. This is 1/4-inch maple wood. And I'm going to use 2 so I don't try not to get it all over my hands. And then I'm just going to wipe it off and get some of the paint off so I've got more of like a wood grain showing through on there. So it looks a little bit more like a stain. And I love that color, actually. It looks a little bit more orangey on camera than it is in person, probably because of the ring light that I'm using. But I feel like it's a prettier brown because this is a spring project. So I don't necessarily want like a really dark brown stain. Karen, I buy my wood from Lowe's. I get the 4x8 maple sheets of 1/4-inch wood. And I get, the last time my husband and his friend, they cut it for me and they got me a whole pallet. And they got a new saw and they can cut a whole pallet of wood. They can cut it down in like 30 minutes. So it was really awesome. Yeah, this is a pretty golden color. So this is perfect. All right, so now we've got this. And I'm trying to find places to put everything. All right, so next I'm going to paint this part, this plaid kind of topper here. And of course, you know what color I'm going to use for that, right? My favorite color. We're going to go with Sea Breeze by Deco Art. Yes, then I need to get some more of the whiteboard too. I love the whiteboard and I'm just about out. So I need to make a wood run and go get some of that. But that's easy because I can actually put that in the back of my car. It's not a difficult thing to go get because it's not like giant sheets. So this is Sea Breeze by Deco Art. And we're just going to get a coat on here. Yeah, what is the wood price like in Hawaii? I've heard everything is more expensive in Hawaii. I went to Hawaii, but it's been a long time ago. And I do remember it being a little bit more expensive. Glasses. And I'm trying not to get paint on the sides of this. You could use a makeup sponge if you wanted to. I'm just trying not to have a ton of paint on my brush because I am not going to paint the sides. Painting the sides takes forever and it just gets too messy. But I love this color. I think it's such a nice, bright, pretty spring color. The whiteboard is about $9. Yeah, I think our whiteboard is $6. So that sounds about right. And that's for a piece that it's the perfect size for my laser because it's 2 feet by 3 feet. So then I don't have to cut it down at all. I can let the machine do all the work. So for the Clubhouse membership, the tiered tray that you get every month, the tiered tray file, is a one-sheet wonder file. And if you guys don't know what a one-sheet wonder is, it's where the entire file cuts on one 12 by 20 sheet of wood. So you can cut the entire thing in a Glowforge bed. You don't have to move anything around. You don't have to resize it. None of that. It's just ready to drop into the app and cut. And then one of the bonus files this week, our tiered tray file is a ladybug file. And one of the bonus projects that you can get this week is a ladybug gnome that is an accessory that goes with that tiered tray set. And so it'll have, an add-on piece. And I do that every once in a while in the group when we have a tiered tray. I'll be throwing in an add-on piece that you can do that coordinates with it, because I thought that would be fun. So you guys, because this is the first time that we've opened the Clubhouse, membership is only $10 a month. And not only do you get all the files, but you get 50% off all of the files in my Etsy shop all the time. So that's a club member perk. And so if you like to buy files, and if you do already buy some of my files, you get 50% off all of them all the time. So that right there, honestly, even without the files, would be a huge discount. And this time around, it is only $10 a month, but it will be higher next time we open the doors. So we're open all week this week, accepting new members, and then the doors will close and we won't be opening back up again for another couple of months. And then the next time that we open, it is going to be a little bit higher. I'm not sure what the price will be right now, but the price will be higher because you will have access to, some of the previous stuff. So if you want to lock in at the $10 a month, then join this time around and you're locked in for life. As long as you stay in the club, you never pay more than $10 a month for your membership. And if you join today, then you get this file. This file is the bonus file for today. After today, this bonus file will not be included. So if you want to make these door tags, tonight is the last night to join. Grab this file. There will still be some bonuses left, but not this one. Each day one goes away, and this is the one that goes away for this week. It closes Sunday, actually, Vanessa. But Saturday will be the last day that there's any kind of bonus. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Sin. Well, I just think it's so much fun to be able to get in there and share all the ideas with y'all. And I'm really interested to see what you guys want to do for the fourth project every month. Because I know you guys a lot of times are requesting things, and I just don't have time to do custom files. But in the group, if you have something that you're requesting, then I'll be able to maybe include it as one of our files for the next month. So get your ideas in. If you want to, even those of y'all that have already joined the group, if somebody wants to start a thread in there for suggestions, requests, feel free to hop on over there and do a post and say, put your requests here for files. And be specific, because some people have asked me, hey, do you have an Easter egg file, or do you have somebody asked, what was it earlier today? Did I have a popsicle file? And I do have a popsicle file, but I didn't know if they meant a tiered tray popsicle file or a shaker. Be specific as to which, what you want me to make with the specific theme that you're asking about. Oh, and the link to join, you guys, is in the description for this video. If you can't see the link right now because I'm live, if you click out of the video and back in, you will be able to see it, but you can wait until the end of the video and you'll see the description. And the link to join is in there. but it's lulubeandesigns.com. You can also do svgclubhouse.com. That will take you straight there as well. Okay, so I think we're good with this little piece here. So we'll set him aside to dry. I'm gonna be running out of places to put stuff in a minute. All right. And then, okay, so this frame, let me think. This one's gonna go, this is gonna need to be, this is actually gonna need to be the same color. So we're gonna do, I think, are we gonna do white on here? I think I was gonna do white on this. Let me do white on the frame. Can you repeat what the post should say? Going to post it now. Thank you, Vanessa. So just put like, and if you want to do one of those backgrounds, you know how you can click on and do like a background in there? Then just put like, if you have special requests for files, please post them here. That's all you need to put. All right, I'm going to need more of that paint. And if you guys would be so kind as to sprinkle the video, I would really appreciate it. You know what sprinkle means? To share the video. Facebook doesn't like us saying the share word, but if you would please sprinkle the video, I would greatly appreciate it. Did I just say I was going to do white and now I'm doing blue? I did. That's okay. We can do blue. That's all right. It'll still look cute. I can't even remember what I was going to do. I'm doing this blue color on both sides, so on both of the door tags. So this is fine. Cynthia, you just joined. You'll get your email shortly. I'm having to go in and manually send the emails. So as soon as I get off here, anybody who joined, it's going to paint it well to talking, and then I just got sidetracked like I always do. Jeanette says she loves my favorite color. Thank you. It is my favorite color. I love this color. See, that's why I started painting it this color, because I'm just drawn to it, I guess. Sorry, Cynthia. The email would send you as soon as I get off of here. And it'll have all your files in it. Thank you for joining. It'll have all your files in it and your bonus files. And also, there's also a supply list. So you'll have a supply list with all the links of any of the things that we use in our projects, of where to purchase them. That will also be in there, as well as the Canva tutorial. That's also in the email. So it will all be in there for you, and the link to the Facebook group. So once you join, you have access to our private Facebook group, and the link will also be in the email. So you can click and request to join. And just make sure that if you do join, guys, and you don't see your email show up in a little while after that, that you're checking your spam folder, because sometimes it will go to your spam folder for some reason, and that you're checking the email that's on your PayPal, because I've had a lot of people who have joined and they were checking the wrong email. They thought that they had updated their PayPal email and they didn't, and it was an old email. So we're able to fix it. It's okay, but it's just that they think they're not getting the email because it's going to an old address. Sandy, yes. Sandy's asking about acetate. That's one of the things that I cut, we use for our shakers. You can cut it in a Cricut or Silhouette. I cut it in my laser. You can cut it in your laser as well. It's just really up to you. Either machine will cut acetate just fine. A lot of people are afraid to, I'm going to do a little bit more on this side, to cut acetate in their laser, but it cuts just fine. It's actually really fast. I don't know the setting for Glowforge for the acetate though. If anybody does, if you would please comment and say what the setting is. But basically, whatever you would normally cut cardstock, whatever setting you use for cardstock, it's gonna be very close, if not the same, as the cardstock setting for cutting acetate. Yeah, it's, as far as I know, I mean, I researched it, and everywhere I looked said it was safe to cut acetate with a laser. I'll tell you, there are times when I'm cutting things with my laser that if I feel like even wood, like sometimes it just gets a little smoky. Maybe I need to clean my fan, that kind of thing. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find a place to put all this so it'll dry. There we go. Sometimes I'll put a mask on, but honestly, acetate, y'all, it literally cuts in 5 seconds. Like it cuts and it's done. And then, so it's not like you're going to be cutting it for a while. All right, let's see. What are we going to do here? I'm trying to picture how this is all going to go together when I start layering it. All right, that's going to be, because this is not dry yet. All right, well, let's do our grass green. And I'm going to use Green Tree by Deco Art. Love Deco Art paint. Trying to see if I missed any of y'all's comments. I saw somebody mention in birch and maple. I have cut both. The birch is a little bit thinner than maple. At least it is where I bought it. I was getting birch from Home Depot, and it was supposedly 1/4 inch, but it really was thinner than the 1/4 inch maple that I get from Lowe's now, which I feel like is, I know that it's truly 1/4 of an inch. I measured it. So I like the maple better just because I feel like it's thicker and it's a little bit more substantial looking for your projects. But either one will work. We might need to put 2 coats on there. And there's our little piece of grass. All right, what else? Okay, so our bunny, since he's going to go against white, we're actually going to make him look like he's stained. So we're going to make him look kind of like a brown bunny, like maybe like a chocolate bunny. Let's see. Yep, Julie says Home Depot has sample paints. Hey, Bo, can you bring me a paper towel? Just a couple of paper towels. Thank you. Yeah, the sample paints, like you can get, I buy the Deco Art Americana, but you can buy the sample paints from the counter at Lowe's or Home Depot, and those are awesome paints for doing all your projects. I do have like a whole bin of those. I should get those out. Hold on one second. My wonderful hubby's going to bring me some paper towels. Thank you. Can you see, if you see a piece of grass laying around anywhere in here, anywhere in the dining room? It's right around here. It's driving me crazy. It was literally right here. All right. I'm going to find it like 5 minutes after I get off here. All right. I do not need my brush to be sopping wet because it's going to take forever for this to dry. All right. Let's see if I missed anything. Okay, so we're going to paint our bunny brown. Make him a little chocolate bunny. I know, right, Vanessa? Can you please look for my piece of grass? Can you find me a piece of wooden grass laying around the house? This cutout has been sitting on my dining room table for a week now. The only thing that I can think of would be that my cat has absconded with my piece of grass, but he doesn't generally do that. So I did not imagine nobody ever goes in the dining room except for me. So I don't know why all of a sudden, as it's literally laying, like sitting here on the desk and I'm getting ready to push go live, I look down and it's gone. It's truly infuriating. I do not know. It's just the way it goes. I cut all this stuff out last week and had it all ready to go. Thank you, Sin. You are so sweet. I love making files. I love designing, and it keeps me awake at night to think of like news. All right. There's our little bunny. Now, what do we need to paint next? Let's do our carrots. We got 2 carrots here, since we got some green out already. And I like this green color because it's a pretty, like a bright spring green color. So, yeah, after I get done here, I will find my piece of grass, or I'll go cut another piece of grass, and I'll take a picture of this project so y'all can see it put together correctly. All right, and our orange, let's see. I might do this salmon color. I've been really liking this salmon color for a spring orange because I'm not a big orange person. It's just not one of my favorite colors, except for in the fall. I do like it in the fall when all the pumpkin stuff comes out. This one is called Bright Salmon by Deco Art. I'm trying to see, y'all can see the colors. We use that for our carrot. Oh, you're very welcome. Yeah, the marketing pictures are a big help. So if you are wanting projects that you can sell to your customers, where all the work is done for you, you've got your marketing photos, you've got your files, and you can use them for commercial use, then yes, you get all of that in the club, plus a big discount on all the other files. So it is nice when the work's done for you. I had someone say that they had surgery. Someone who just got in our group said that they just recently had surgery, and that it was a big help to have all of that done so that they could still keep their business going during their recovery. So they didn't have to worry about doing all that. All right, so there's our little carrots. Got those done. And then these pieces, I should paint all of one color at the same time, but I just keep thinking of like what needs to be each color. So these 2 pieces, I want them to look stained too. So we're going to do that with the stain. You love the color orange. I think you were the one that suggested the other day that I use orange on something, and I said, oh, I don't like orange. And you were like, what? I'm not a big orange fan. I'm not a big brown fan either. I'm painting a lot of brown stuff tonight. I like bright colors, but that's okay because once I get this all together, I think it's going to look cute. Is anybody else painting tonight? Anybody else cutting with their machine? Doing any crafting? Let's see. Oh, I didn't even see it. Whoops. Julie said that Home Depot had paints on clearance for 98 cents. Oh my goodness. I would have grabbed a bunch of those. That's a great deal. All right. Wipe those off. Jenny says she's painting and watching. What are you painting, Miss Jenny? Cutting, designing, packaging. Oh, that's fun. All right. There we go. Got those. Now, let me think. So, let's start putting things together so we know what colors to do our letters. Now, these, I don't know if y'all can see the edges on the video or not, but my edges need to be cleaned up, and I will be cleaning them up. And I usually use a either a black Sharpie or a brown, like a brown marker that I have to clean up these edges. So if you see in here how these are not cleaned up, I'll go back and I'll clean those up and they will look just fine. And I can see that I need to put a little bit more of the blue paint on here. Touch up just a couple spots. Okay, and actually I probably will go ahead and do that on camera, because if I don't do it now, it's going to be hard to do it later. All right, so I've got a tip Sharpie, and I'm going to just go in here with my brush tip Sharpie and just kind of quickly do this to clean up these edges. The only problem with this is that I'm probably going to get all over my hand. So I'm going to try not to touch it too much. It works great on the wood and cleans up your project really nicely, but it does tend to get on you. I don't know if y'all can see. That's just, I'm just barely brushing it. I'm kind of taking it and putting it on its side, just like this, and just going along here and cleaning up those edges there. And you can do the same thing on the outside. But the outside I can do later. The inside I need to do now, or else I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm going to be missing my window of opportunity there. So, all right. So that's going to go there. And then, so we need to figure out what color we want our letters to be. So I'm thinking I'm going to do this in white, and then maybe down here, the farms and the established. I think the farms we need to bring another color in on here. So y'all comment and let me know what color you think. So it says P Cottontail Farms, and then in little writing it says established 2021. So if we do white for these letters, and we'll do white for the established, then we need color for the farms. So tell me, I have the first request on the post, Vanessa. Oh, cool, for boy shakers. Okay, I do have a dinosaur shaker in my Etsy shop. But yeah, a truck one, a race car would be super cute. Yep, I will put that on the list. All right, so y'all comment what other color you think, if we should bring in like the green or the salmon, or we could bring in like, we could do a Posca pen and we could bring in like a lavender color. Something that's going to pop against the brown background, though, is what we're going to need there. So y'all comment and let me know. All right, so let's not lose our little dot there. I'm going to use a white Posca pen. You think pink? That would be cute. Yeah, pink would be cute on there. Now, what would really save some time would be to cut your white letters out of whiteboard. That would be a huge time saver, because a lot of the Posca pens, you can do one coat, but not white. You have to do more than one coat of white. Yep, pastel colors for Easter. You're having trouble getting into the Clubhouse. Karen, did you get your email? You checked your spam folder to see if maybe your email went to your spam folder? And are you checking the email that is on your PayPal account? Because all of the emails went out. If you joined yesterday, then you should have gotten it a long time ago. You should have an email. So whatever email address is associated with your PayPal account, it's going to be there, and it could end up in your spam or your junk folder. And sometimes it says spam, sometimes it'll say junk, sometimes it'll say promotions. It depends on what kind of email you use, but I promise you that it is there. So private message me, send me a private message if you look in all those places and you still can't find it, because I assure you it did go out. You got in it yesterday. Okay, what do you mean you got in it yesterday and not today? Do you mean the Facebook group? What did you get into yesterday but not today? If you got in the Facebook group, then you'll still be in there. If you guys are not familiar with Posca pens, they are the best paint pens. They're great for doing all these letters. The March files and yesterday's bonus. Okay, so all of your files are in your email. Everything is in there. And all the bonuses are in one, in the same place. They all come together. All of it's in your email. There's some images in your email of little easels, like little art easels. And one says March files, one says bonus files, one says supply list. It's all in your email that you got yesterday. Hey, Kara, how are you? You're welcome, Karen. Yeah, it should all be there. Let me know. Private message me if you don't see it, but it's all there. All right. So we'll let that dry for a minute and we'll do another coat. And let me see if anybody commented with a color. Okay, so I think I'm going to do this lilac. I love aqua and lilac together. You have a small Posca addiction, Jenny? Yes, me too. I think that'll be pretty together. Norma says she has a Posca pen obsession too. Me too. They're the best. And they last a long time. I've never had a color run out. I've had white run out because I use it so much. But I've never even had a color that I ran out of. And I mean, I have probably 3 or 4 colors that I use all the time. And they're still going strong. So it lasts a while. There's a lot of ink in these little markers. One of the other things that we get in Clubhouse that I did not mention is that we do a paint party every month. So we will be scheduling that for this month, for March. And one night a month, I go live in the group and we paint one of the projects together. So all sorts of fun stuff in store. We might need to form a support group. Yes, we probably do. And this color, I usually can get away with 1 coat for this one if I don't miss any spots. It's hard to see it when I'm not right over top of it. You use painter's tape and stick the... Yes, when I'm not live, I do things a little bit differently. I do painter's tape as well to stick my letters to. Another good trick is also to use an old Cricut mat to put your letters down on when you're painting. An old Cricut mat that you're not going to need to use again, obviously. Okay, so I need a white paint pen for that. Oh, it's right here. I actually have a fine tip white paint pen, I do believe. I thought I did. It's in there somewhere. That's okay. We'll just use this one. This one will be fine. Yeah, a lot of us came from the world of Cricut and Silhouette before we moved on to lasers, right? So a lot of us have the old mats laying around. Don't throw those mats away, ladies. They come in handy. I kind of forgot about that trick, actually, and I threw a bunch of old mats away and ordered new mats recently because I had a couple things I wanted to cut out. I never actually got around to cutting them out. But I had some Christmas present ideas that I was going to make. Do y'all do that? Do y'all come up with all these Christmas gift ideas that you're going to make for people and you buy the supplies to make them, and then Christmas comes way too fast and you don't get around to making all the projects, and so you have the supplies sitting around? I do that every year. So I ordered new mats because I was like, okay, I think I was going to do aprons. That's what I was going to do. I was going to do monogrammed aprons this year for my sister and my mom and my daughter, because we do a cookie day together every year. And then, we didn't do our cookie day because of COVID. So that was sad. So I ended up not being able to make my aprons, but I hope to make them this year. You came from the world of sewing, Cynthia. Oh no, carpal tunnel. Yeah, it's hard to sew with that. I had that a long time ago. I'm gonna go ahead and put a second coat on here. I don't know how it went away. I did wear a brace for a while. I had a shot in my wrist a long time ago. Whoops. And I just assumed it would eventually come back, and knock on wood, it has not. I don't know if you've talked to a doctor about a cortisone shot for it, but I'm gonna tell you what, I've had a couple of those in my lifetime, and they have been just life-changing. I've had one in my shoulder and one in my wrist, and both of them worked amazing. Sin, you sew and quilt every Christmas? My stepmom is a quilter, and my dad, he helps her too. They have one of the big, I don't know, you probably know what I'm talking about, the big quilt machines, like the big, it takes up a whole room in their house, and it's a digital thing. It's like computerized, and they can program everything into it. I think they call it maybe a long arm. I could be totally calling that the wrong thing. But I did try to pick back up cross stitch a year or two ago. And I had this idea that I was going to do some cross stitch stockings for my kids. And I bought all that stuff. And then I just couldn't do it. It was giving me headaches. And I would wear reading glasses, and I would try to do it with a lighted, what's the light called? An OT light with a magnifying glass on it, thinking that I was straining my eyes and that's what was causing the headache. And I just could not, I wasn't enjoying it at all. It was just giving me headaches. So I ended up giving all that to my sister. I don't know if she ever ended up making the stockings with it or not, but I had all the stuff. But cross stitch takes some time. We are almost done, guys, with all this white. There we go. And I do think I'm going to have to put another coat on these little bitty letters here real quick, because it'll really make them pop. Sometimes I will paint these letters still in the backing that they get cut out of, still in the, the wood frame that they get cut out of. And that makes it a little easier to paint sometimes too. And then sometimes I'll paint them with makeup sponges or the little sponge pouncer things. Yeah, white is boring to paint, but when you get it on your project, it really does pop. I feel like every project needs a little bit of either white or black on it to make it pop. Okay, there we go. So I think we're good with all of those pieces. I think that's all our pieces. Do we have anything else to paint? I don't think we do. All right. Let's start assembling. Scooch everything over there. Sin, I cut everything on this one out of 1/4 inch, but you could certainly do 1/8 inch on all of this. And it would be a lot lighter. So if you don't want something super heavy to hang on your door, then yeah, you could do 1/8 inch for any of those. You could do whiteboard. You could do the back side. If you want some black, like if you want to do a whole set in like black and white, that would really pop. And you could cut it out of whiteboard and just do the white side or the black side. And then, I mean, you could honestly, I think you could do the entire thing and not have to paint anything. If you did that, that would be really cool. I might have to come up with a project like that where I just use whiteboard and the blackboard on the back and I don't paint at all. See? All these ideas, right? Maybe some buffalo check. All right. I'm not gonna clamp these, I don't think. I think I'm just gonna push this down for a minute. You're painting the blessing sign. She's talking about one of the signs in the SVG Clubhouse is an Easter blessing sign. You noticed you lost the dot. Yes, it's probably with my grass. Exactly. They're in the same place. What in the world? I mean, sitting there, and I know it was there. I know that it was. And it just disappeared. It's probably laying right there on my rug, and I just can't see it because I have a patterned rug in my craft room. And it's probably laying in plain sight right there on the rug, 5 feet away from me, and I just can't see it. Yeah, the black and white. I'm excited about that idea. I'm going to do that. I'm going to come up with an idea for a black and white sign where we don't have to even use any paint. That's very cool. Alrighty, so this one is our one that we do our letters on. So we've got our P Cottontail, Peter Cottontail, and right. I might need to stand up here so I can see if these are straight. And then make sure we have enough room here at the bottom for this. Might move this up just a hair. All right, let me glue this on first and get this going. So I'm using my stick fast glue. You could use wood glue. Whatever glue suits your fancy. Just a thin coat is all you need with this glue. All right. Now, I'm going to need to stand up just a tad. Sorry if my head is in the frame, y'all. All right, I think that's fairly straight. Maybe a little bit crooked there. You can, yeah, you can score it if you want to so that you can line it up. That's a good idea. Yeah, I'll have to do that. The next time I do a sign like this, I'll put the score lines on there for the letters. That's a good idea. Sometimes I don't do it because if people don't want to use the same lettering, if they want to change it, they don't know how to move it. But I could maybe just do it like 2 different versions. One that's scored and one that's not scored. We could do that. There's a delay on the camera. I'm trying to see. I think it's fairly straight. But they're going to be hung sideways, so if they're not totally straight, I don't think you're going to be able to notice. I think they're straight enough. All right, let's do our little tiny letters. Oops. All right. Get quiet when you're concentrating, right? I think that's pretty straight. I'm excited about the other one because I love that plaid so much. I think that is just so pretty. There we go. Yep, I think that is straight enough. All right, so there's our one. Cute. I love it. All right, now let's get our other one out. Oh, you know what? I forgot my carrots. I forgot the carrots. The carrots go on this one. Hold on. Hold that thought. We got our little carrots down here. Well, I'm glad that I didn't do, because I forgot about the carrots. I'm glad I did this in a different color because I think that needs to be a different color just for a little contrast there. I love how easy you make it look with the glue. You would have a finger or two. I use this glue all the time. I do have paint, excuse me, paint all over my fingers, but I did manage to not get glue all over my fingers this time. But sometimes I do glue my fingers together for sure. And if your paint's not perfect, hey, it's a homemade gift, right? Unless you're selling it. If it's a gift, then they just know it's handmade. Okay, so there's our carrots. Cute. Love that. And I'm still like kind of looking around. I'm like, do I see the grass? Do I see it? Please, please, please let the grass just miraculously appear. All right, it is what it is though, y'all. We have no grass. Alrighty. Let's see. I know my head's in there. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm putting my head in the camera. There we go. Had to make sure that was on there fairly straight. Line up those holes. Okay. And then we've got one of these. Goes there. Yeah, Cynthia, that is grass, but I'm missing a piece. There's one more piece that goes on the other side. We've been talking about that since the beginning of the video. Literally noticed it was missing the second that the video went live, and I was like, great, I'm missing an element to my project. So yeah, it's laying on the floor probably, or on the table somewhere. I have, if y'all can relate to this, I have wood cutouts everywhere because I'm always doing these projects. Pam, this is, she says, where do we get the files? This is a bonus file for tonight. So my SVG Clubhouse is open for membership. It is $10 a month. And if you, once the video ends, you can rewind, or not rewind, but you can go back and you can watch the video from the beginning and hear all about it. But the link that explains everything about the Clubhouse is in the description for the video. So it's $10 a month, and you get 4 files a month, plus these bonus projects right now for joining. So this is, oh, Pam, you already are a member. Okay, perfect. So the files are going to be in your email. Did you just join? Or did you join earlier today or yesterday? Comment and let me know. All right, so this is going to go here. And then this is where the other piece of grass goes right here. So I will get off here, and I'm going to get it painted and put it on here and take a picture so y'all can see what this is supposed to look like. Yeah, Pam, when you join, you get an email. It goes to the email address that's associated with your PayPal account. Okay. Send me a private message and I will look for you, but are you sure you're checking the email that's on your PayPal? And have you checked your spam folder? Because that's where it sometimes ends up, but you should have gotten it. Yes, you should. If you joined first thing yesterday, you should have gotten it a long time ago. You should have gotten it yesterday morning. All right, so there we go. And then, like I said, y'all, our other little piece of grass here, which I will find and take a picture of so y'all can see what these look like all finished. But here are the door tags. Aren't they cute? I'm so excited about them. I think they're so adorable. Okay. You said yes. I'm not sure if you mean yes, you got it. Just shoot me a private message and we will look at it right after this. All right. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Vania. I love it too. I think it turned out really, really cute. So guys, if you want this file, you got to join tonight, because after tonight, this file is not a bonus file anymore. So click on the description in the video, or you can go to svgclubhouse.com and join. How do you attach to doors? So sometimes I will overlap like these. I would overlap this way. And actually, after doing all this this painting on here, it does seem kind of a shame. But what I will do sometimes is I will glue these. Like I will overlap them like that and glue them and hang them like that. or sometimes I will just hang them separately, and I'll put twine through here or ribbon. So like the twine that I use, it's laying right over here. This is the just like some jute twine that I will use to hang them, and then hang them on like a wreath, a wreath hook, or just a command hook or something like that. Probably for a command hook, you're going to want to cut this wood out of 1/8 inch wood, because you don't want the weight to be too heavy if you're going to do a command hook. Do I spray something on the boards for protection? Sometimes if you are going to hang these on a porch that's not covered, then yes, I would do, I use a product, it's called Rust-Oleum Lacquer. And it is a, I think it's either glossy or semi-gloss. I can't remember, but it's a spray. And I put a couple coats on here and just kind of try to find a nice, warm, sunny day. If you can find a nice, warm, sunny day, and spray a couple of coats on it outside. And then that should protect it. So, and if you're really worried about it getting wet, I would definitely spray a few coats, and I would do the front and the back. You would have sold them separately. You can sell them separately, or you can sell them as a set. Yeah, either one. Or, you could hang one on the front door, one on the back door. Yeah, if you have 2 doors, that would be perfect. Yes, Kaylin, there is grass that goes here. We can't find it. It's missing. We're gonna find it after the video, and we're gonna put it right here. It does go here. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and don't forget to click on the description and join the club tonight. I can't wait to see all of you in there. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Bye.